This is Dallas with Narcotic Wasteland, and you are geeking out with Gear Gods. So this is my current favorite amp to record with, and I used it on our new album coming out later this year in 2017. It's a Marshall JCM 900 100-watt high-gain master volume, and it's really just a single channel with two separate volumes on it. So one's obviously just for kill switch, and obviously the gain and the preamp knobs are all the way up. And I like to give a little bit of level boost with the MXR overdrive pedal in the front. And it's a very versatile amp. You can do a lot of different styles with it. And it couples very well with this old JCM 800 cabinet that I have. So this is my live setup. Just a couple of full stacks with PV-XXX heads. This one has EL34 power tubes, and this one has 6L6 power tubes. I like to blend the, it's kind of the best of both worlds in a way. You got the throaty 34s, and then you got like the clarity of the 6L6s and the aggression in the lows. Pretty simple setup, really. I like to keep it simple. Sometimes less is more. This particular rig has served me well on the stage and in the studio for various things, anything from lead guitar to actual bass guitar. I've always considered this tube preamp to be one of rock and metal's best kept secrets. It's a PV Rockmaster tube preamp. It has 3 different channels, clean, and 2 different distortion channels, separate effect sends for each channel, which is very helpful if you want to run like a delay. Like I have delay running on one of these for just like a little bit of solo boost. And then we have the old ever powerful EL34 Dual 100 monoblock by Marshall, which this thing has just been a total workhorse of an amp, and it's extremely loud. Now we're going to talk about the guitars I use on our new album. They won the tone battle, if you will. We'll start with this one. We have a few different tunings on the album. This one is just BC Ritz Ironbird. It has Dogtown custom shop pickups in it. The regressor and the Nodachi, and they're complete prototypes. These are the only ones in existence, and they have a lot of bite and a lot of aggression, and it complemented the guitar very well for D standard tuning. And the next one we have over here is a guitar that I saw in a music store and I could not resist. Charvel Starbody. This one has Dogtown, what we call the Huffbucker, and it's 19.6 K output. Only 2 wires, no coil splitting, none of that stuff. I never use any of that. But this is a screaming guitar at D sharp standard. All right, now we can go over here and talk about this one. This one started a whole. This is a prototype. And what happened with this guitar was it when I was on tour with Nile a few years ago, it got wet and it warped up the neck really bad, and I could have gone with like the neck that came on the guitar, but I decided to experiment a little and found this aftermarket dinky reverse neck, and had someone put it on for me, and I absolutely loved this guitar after that. I mean, it was the maple fretboard just got a great feel to it, and lots of added clarity in the high end. So that brings us to this one over here, which was actually made for me by Dean Guitars. It's basically the same ingredients as this with a few improvements. It has 24 frets instead of 22, and it also has, a real Floyd on it, and the frets are much larger. I think these are like the super jumbo frets or whatever, but definitely an improvement from the prototype. It also has pickups. It has the Dogtown custom shop Huffbucker in the bridge, and the Michael Badio Hands Without Shadows in the neck. This thing sounded really good on a few of the solos that I've done. It's very clear. That's it.